front seat of the fogged out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on and Keisha. We was on roll like tires. What we gon' I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never.
This is Madden 19.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
I love his mobility, and I think he continues to get better and better as a pocket passer. But how about just his plain intangibles that he brings to the position? Mental toughness, as well as a physical presence that helps power any offense.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses. Those exact.
And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just...
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Reuben Foster in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. And the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill. Take this up to about the 37. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. And it's 3rd down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Sean Lee's one of my favorite players, and I don't mind saying it because I love his versatility. I can move him inside at the linebacker position. I can move him outside. I can rush him off the edge, rush him up the middle. He can drop into pass coverage. In fact, his versatility was on display even in his high school days, where he was a big-time high school basketball player that had a chance to play in college as well.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Mason Foster. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So an even 1st quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. We'll head back to FedEx Field after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Elliott. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, Peterson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 3. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Let's go. Green 30.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Austin. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. Landed view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually, he's got it at the 15. A big play here for the Cowboys. 48 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days backs would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Prescott now. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes...
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Now the try here for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down throw for Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much. And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they? Yeah, when we talked about him, they did. Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
To throw is Prescott, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Cooper was the intent. Target. That'll bring up second down. And again, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they... And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Breaks through the contact. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run with Peterson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This is 3rd and goal, still looking for the first points of the game.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. And this is caught. In the end zone, it's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Dotson from 10 yards out. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early. You're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give them a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Prescott to throw it. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his pass incomplete. Reed was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now running right through it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Back to throw here. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. And now another one thrown incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. 10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Landon Collins, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down, and that is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking sideline, incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the 1st half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Back-to-back. Nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not
Automatic
at all.
first down.
And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. And it's up and good. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, kill.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. It fights him off. And that'll be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. You got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy. That call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He'll look to throw. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Set. 3-19.
Handoff comes to Peterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tyrone Crawford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they're down to 17 seconds now here after the spike. And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
10th carry now for Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.